Did you know the man who wrote most of the New Testament wasn't impressive to look at? The Apostle Paul, a giant of faith, a fearless preacher, a true spiritual warrior, was, by historical accounts, not what you'd call attractive. In fact, early Christian writings describe him as short, with bowed legs, a crooked nose, and a body that was covered in the marks of suffering. He wasn't tall, he wasn't handsome, he wasn't commanding by any outward standard, and yet, this man changed the world. Paul even knew what people said about him. In 2 Corinthians, he quotes his critics. His letters are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weak, and his speech is of no account. Basically, they were saying, Paul's writing is amazing, but when you meet him in person, he's nothing special. But heaven saw something completely different. God was never interested in Paul's appearance. He was interested in his heart, his obedience, and his availability. Paul carried scars instead of beauty. He wore chains instead of crowns. And he had weakness instead of charm. And God said, that is enough. This is so important because God has never, ever depended on outward beauty to reveal his glory. Think about it. David was the youngest and smallest of his brothers. Moses had a stutter. Jeremiah felt he was too young to be a prophet. And Paul just didn't look the part. Yet God used every single one of them in a mighty way. Paul reminds us that the power of God is made perfect in our weakness. He says that we hold this incredible treasure in jars of plain, ordinary, breakable bodies. This shows that our calling from God is so much greater than our outward appearance. So, if you have ever felt overlooked, unattractive, unqualified, or underestimated, I want you to remember Paul. God does not choose his vessels based on how they look on the outside, but on how much they are willing to surrender on the inside. You don't have to look powerful to be used by God. You just have to be available. Because when God steps into your story, your weakness becomes his strength, and ordinary people become world changers. Thanks for watching. If this encouraged you, please like and subscribe for more.